Andrew, and seconded, sorry, are you seconding or asking? Asking. You're seconding it. Yep.
10.2 around things coming to council. But I just wanted to check, I also recall as part of those discussions that we talked about we were going to have a council meeting in Port Levy at the Marae, and whether that is something that you think would still be useful.
I think it would be great to have a council meeting in Port Levy at the Marae. I wouldn't want it to be the meeting where that particular issue was considered. I think it's quite important that you don't make that at the Marae, to be seen to be.
Community board meeting we could have over there?
Next community board meeting?
Or next, I mean, we could just, it's been hanging around for a long time. I don't know, but, or council meeting?
We can sort that.
It's just that it was raised at that time and it still hasn't been actioned, so we can action that?
Next community board meeting for
council / community board.
Community board meeting. So e.g. not
sorry.
Next, not the 29th, but the one
you
after.
can sort that out with the mayor when she's back.
Well, it's just, it has been hanging around for like a long time.
I suggest you do it during the swimming season.
Okay.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Moved and seconded. I'll put the report as a whole. Those in favour, please say aye. Those opposed, carried. Thank you. Thanks very much indeed, Paula. Spreydon, Heathcote. Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We just have, so this is on page 15. We just have one part A. That the board decided to recommend that the council approve the installation of signs to indicate the location of developed springs in Christchurch, both road signs to provide directions for major traffic routes as well as road signs at the location. And members Carolyn Potter and Melanie Coker have been on a bit of a tour around the city with somebody who's associated with Di Lucas to have a look at springs, and there's one particular example that stands out is Redwood Springs in Papanui, where in the middle of a park there's this beautiful spring that's got seats and things around it, but no, you wouldn't know it was there, and that's the motivation behind this, is to let people know where springs have been developed and allowed, enhanced for people to know that they're there so that they can enjoy them.
Thank you. Phil, did you want to move that this request be referred to Infrastructure Committee?
I think that's the simplest way, and I think there are some other matters too, like for example that we make sure that there's an investigation of this, because there's some potential costs, of course, and also that we involve Manawa Whenua in the discussions, that kind of, so that those additional aspects to what the board recommended that I'm sure the Infrastructure Committee will look at.
So Phil is moving that this request be referred to ITE for consideration.
Yep.
Thanks. Seconded by Paul. Thanks. Oh, sorry. Okay. Any discussion on it? If not, I'll put that. Seconded. It was seconded by Paul. Yep, Glenn.
Just not on that specific point though. It was.
Okay, well let's put this first then. Can I put that? Those in favour, please say aye. Those opposed, carried. Glenn.
Oh, thank you. It was just on a note under 3.1 in a deputation where someone was seeking, a constituent rather, was seeking information over the hail database that's held by ECAN, and whether ECAN would actually expand on that. That's something I thought as an option for a rental register, so that database already exists, but could we put another shop front on that?
For what?
Sorry?
For what?
A rental register.
That's quite a wee way from that petition.
Well, actually, I think it's close-ish, but that's okay.
It's a really good try, and I admire it enormously.
That database was seen, for
I'll tell you what, Glenn.
conveyancing.
You have we talk to who's the housing commissioner at ECAN? Oh, there isn't one. To ECAN and see what their views are, and then feel free to report it back through any committee, chaired committee, or your housing task force.
Yep.
Okay. So you go and investigate it, come back and see. Okay?
Okay.
Good try. I enjoyed it.
If I may address that.
No, it's really not on the agenda, but Glenn's going to take it.
Not that, the actual, the thing
the
that's
actual
actually
report.
on the agenda.
Yeah, go for that. Yeah.
So the motivation of this is that there are a lot of people got these letters saying they have contaminated land, and they don't necessarily have the $5,000 to check if it is actually contaminated, and so they, what we would like is that because EQC for rebuilds will be testing that land, we'd like to make that information be made available so that people know the chances of, that how likely it is that their land is contaminated. So it'd be made available to landowners.
Okay. Anything else, Paul? If not, I'll put the report as a whole.
Oh, secondly,
Yep.
just the we also would like ECAN to consider the establishment of advisory, advocacy and legal services for residents with those properties, because people really don't know what to do or where to go. I think it would be excellent if the council would support something like that.
So you've written to them?
We have written to them, yes.
Okay, so why don't you report back next fortnight, and the reply...
If we get a response.
Or next month on the reply
Yes.
that you got, yeah.
Right.
That was the part of the report I was actually speaking to, so I recognise your report. I was ahead of my time. You were looking at the paragraph.
Right.
It's a problem. It's an ongoing problem.
No, but seriously though, there is, I think there's an...
No, we're good. You're going to take it up with them. That's good. Okay, I'll put the report as a whole. Those in favour, please say aye. Those opposed, carried. Burwood Pegasus Community.